Hello everyone and welcome back to Matchbox Memories. Today I am going to open a bunch of Matchbox collectors vehicles that I didn't get when they initially were released, as they didn't come to Vancouver, the Vancouver market. And over the years I've been collecting these at various trade shows or hobby shows, diecast shows, as well as eBay and whatnot. So I feel like I have enough of them now to open and have a look at. Some are a few years old, some are brand spanking new. Anyways, just gonna open a bunch of random Matchbox collectors and then a couple of older, I'm gonna call them premium sets. They're not really premium, but they're limited edition at least. And then look at a couple of customs I purchased online, and then open some mainlines that I've also added to my collection. Anyways, let's not waste any time and just get to it. Let's start off by looking at some of these premiums. I'm going to start with one that's fairly recent. It is the 2021 Ford Bronco. This is probably the third version of this that we have seen. I think it came out in blue and red prior to this in the mainline. This is the first premium version, so a quick look at the box. It's quite nice. You can see the 2022 license. And this is another set that never came to Vancouver. So I do have this Lamborghini Diablo somewhere. I have another one coming in the mail, and I'm still looking for the Ford GT40 as well as the 1990 Toyota MR2 W20. And there's two versions of that, lights up, lights down. And I'm hoping to find both of those as well. So this one was a difficult one to find in Vancouver. Took me a while to get it. Anyways, I'm fairly happy to add it to my collection. And let's open it up and have a look at it. So there it is out of its packaging. Let's have a look at it. Ford Performance, Brembo livery at the back there. You can see fully detailed sides. Fully detailed front, which is nice. It's got the rubber wheels that you would expect with any premium Matchbox collector's vehicle. Black interior. This is actually a very, very well designed vehicle. Look at that. Beautiful. Fully detailed. 10 out of 10 for detailing today. How often do I get to say that about Matchbox vehicles? Not that often, but this really is nice. Oh, and it's got a moving part as well. Look at that. Doors open. Beautiful. Yeah, I really like it. It's probably my favorite version of this vehicle. I just want to show you guys, I did find another Toyota MR2. I didn't open it last time. This is the lights down version. Let's have a look. Looks like it's left-hand drive. So this comes with lights up, lights down, left-hand, right-hand drive versions. We looked at it last time, but I didn't have one to take out of the package, and now I do have a spare, so I did open it. But there it is. It's just a really, really nice car. And my sister's neighbor has this exact car. 1984 Toyota MR2 in this exact color. It's really nice. I'm tempted to give it to him. We'll see. All right, getting on with these premiums. What should I open next? Here, I'm going to open another new one. I wasn't sure about this vehicle when it first appeared. I thought it would be a peg warmer, but to my surprise, they've been gone every time they've come onto the pegs at Walmart. This is the 1953 Ford Coupe. C-O-E. There's the back. This is from one of the later sets of 2023. I think we already looked at it. The reason I didn't open it, so I'm going to open it and we'll have a quick look at it, and then I'll show you some other vehicles with this exact livery that I found. So there it is, guys, out of its box. Let's have a look at it. I've never showed it on camera before. This is the first casting that I have of this particular model. I'm pretty sure it's a new casting. I'm not 100, so please do check on that online. You can go to Matchbox Wikipedia and have a look at that. So it says Matchbox Speed Shop, and we have seen this livery a couple of times before, and I found a couple of them in my collection. So let's have a look at that. So let's quick look at this again. Custom 1953 Ford COE. And there's no moving part on it. I thought there might be, but there isn't. But it's a really nice truck, actually. And then two different versions, two very difficult to find Target exclusive versions that have that exact livery, the Matchbox Speed Shop. There you go. And all the vehicles are from that era. $1933. This one's really hard to find. I only have one of them in my collection, so I'm not going to open it today. But I hope to find another one, and I do hope to open this because I think it's going to look really, really good next to that truck. And then this vehicle is very hard to find on this card. This is also a Target exclusive from a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, not too many sets appeared in Target. These retail for about 14 to 20 US dollars. I'm not going to open this because this is the only one I have, but once again, it's got that livery, the Matchbox Speed Shop, and hopefully I find another one so I can open it and pair it with this and the other Target exclusive that we found, or that we just looked at. This is also from 2021, at least the licensing is from 2021. That's a really, really nice vehicle and a beautiful card as well. Yeah, I'm going to keep looking. Hopefully I find another one, and we're going to open it. All right, let's just keep with the theme and keep looking at the old school cars first, like the really old school cars. So this one's a 1962 Volkswagen Beetle in purple. We've seen this casting a few times in the Mainline. I didn't pull any to compare it to, but this is just a beauty. I think I got one for my dad as well. It took me forever to find it. That's really nice. I actually got it for a fairly good price. I got it, a friend of mine found it for me at a toy show, and I think I paid 5 Canadian or 6 Canadian for it, which is quite a good price. It's from a few years ago as well, 2020. Just never came to Vancouver. Well, they did, and I never found them. There it is outside of its packaging. Just a quick look at the sides and the front of it. So let's pick it up and have a look at it. 62 Volkswagen Beetle in a soft purple. Detailed front. A creamy interior. Chrome base, rubber tires, and good set of wheels, I have to say. Back's not detailed, but overall, fantastic casting. Really, really happy to add it to my collection. It's been a while. Looking for it to see what the livery says here. Hawaii or bust. MB boards. Not sure what the rest of it says, but there it is. Beauty. All three phenomenal vehicles in my opinion. And we're going to keep with the theme and open this gasser, the Henry J. Gasser. I did a bit of research on this vehicle. This is the original version. So this was a new casting when this came out. This was the first version, the rookie year for this particular model. It took me forever. This was very, very difficult to find. It never came to Vancouver. It was very, very expensive online. It took me about 2 years to find this at a reasonable price. Happy to add it. It's the second version of it that I have in my collection. I found the moving parts, which came out later, but I found it before I got this particular one. So I'm gonna just have a quick look at it, and then we're gonna open it, and then we'll have a look at it and compare it to the moving parts version that I have in that case. So give me a second while I open it up and pull it out. So there it is, guys, out of its packaging. Look at that. moving part, the hood opens and you can see the engine. That is a beauty. Sunset rocket. This is from 1954, the Henry J. Gasser. So these vehicles were used back in the day in the 60s to drag race. And the reason they're called a gasser is because they used petrol as, again, some form of ethanol in when you drag raced, or when the drivers raced these vehicles. Beautifully done, modified. See the fat tire at the back, that's just gorgeous. Look at that. This has to be one of my favorite premiums that Matchbox has done in the Collectors series. Wish they finished the back. It's a bit lazy on their part. But it's got all the bells and whistles. Moving part. Beautiful decals. Nice color. Can't really see the interior. I'm not sure if it has one, even though it's windows open. I'm just gonna have a look to see if there is an interior. Yeah, there is. Look at that. Here's the red one. This is the moving parts. It doesn't have the rubber tires. But this one's got the Edelbrock livery, Goodyear, Bell, and some other sponsors. Number 52. Good set of wheels. Would have been nicer in rubber, but look at that. That really is nice casting. I love them. And then I just pulled out the 2015 Camaro as well, because it's got the same livery as this Henry J. Gasser. Amazing. Love these vehicles. All right, and with the theme of staying old school, let's have a look at this 1955 GMC Scenic Cruiser, another one that I've been looking for a couple of years. They were so expensive online. Finally, I found a reasonably priced one, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection and open it today. Haven't been looking at the boxes, guys, but these are fairly generic. They're all similar. We've seen them before, so just don't want to waste too much time and trying to keep these videos at a reasonable length. So another set that didn't show up in Vancouver. I think I have the Alpha and I have the Mercedes, but I need this black Mercedes-Benz G500 Cabrio, and I'm pretty sure I need the 1964 Pontiac Grand Prix. I've got to check my collection for that particular vehicle. Anyways, still missing a few of these, but glad to add this GMC Cruiser. All right, let's open it up and have a look at it. Love the tires, look at that. So there it is, guys. Difficult one to find, but man, am I happy to have it in my hand. Scenic Cruiser, Roadways, Matchbox, luxury coach. This thing's got all the bells and whistles. Front's detailed. Look at that. Back's detailed. Of course, all these premiums unfortunately have a plastic base, and some of them appear to have moving parts and others don't. This one doesn't have a moving part on it, but still, just a fantastic casting. It's got a bit of weight to it. It's very, very nice. Cool. I guess I'm going to open all the collectors' vehicles first, and then we'll have a look at some of the others. Okay, another older vehicle, not as old as the ones we just opened. This one is super popular. It was very, very difficult to find. I've had this in my collection for a while. I just didn't open it, but I feel like I have to because I just want to display it and have it in my hand. So that is, this is the 1982 Datsun 280ZX. It's a beautiful casting, fantastic decals, and a good set of wheels. And just have a look at the Mac. This one did come to Vancouver. The Nissan GTR Nismo was very, very hard to find. I did find it eventually at a diecast show, but I haven't opened it. I will at some point. Yeah, let's just have a look at this. Let's open it up and see what it's all about. I have to say, this is the best looking version of this car that I have. Moving parts, the doors opened as you saw. It's got some interesting logos, Brembo, Matchbox, Datsun. Not sure what those are. And then there's something in Japanese as well that I think it's Japanese, but I can't read. Does that say Ryu? I'm not sure. Maybe this is one of his designs. Ryu Asada. It's a beauty. This is just a gorgeous vehicle. Look at that. If you haven't opened this, guys, this is one you have to open. It's just too pretty to keep in the packaging. Wow, this is a beauty. Sort of a rally car design to it. Just looks fantastic. Wow, what a beauty. I mean, I love the cars I opened today, but this one has to be my favorite. It is just wonderfully put together. All right, last of the collectors. Can't believe how difficult this car was to find. The 2016 BMW i8. I have to say, this is the second premium version. I have the blue one as well already open. I find that the moving parts version of this do tend to stay on the pegs for a while, but this particular one was very, very hard to find in Vancouver. It took me a while to find it. And as you can already see that there is a huge difference in color between the door, which is a plastic piece generally, and the body of this vehicle. And we'll have a look at that in detail once we open it. But another difficult set to find. I still haven't found this Chevy, the 1963 Chevy with the moon eyes. I have the others. Okay, let's open it, have a look at it, and then compare it to the moving parts versions. All right, to pull out all four versions of this particular casting that I have, let's look at the version we just looked at in the box. This is the BMW, or the 2016 BMW i8. Rubber tires, fourth version. Really sharp until you get to the door, which is plastic and a completely different color from the rest of the vehicle. Now, honestly, the paint job on this vehicle isn't that good. You can see, look at that. Parts that haven't been painted, parts that are very, very thin amounts of paint. Look at that. It's a good thing they don't guarantee these for life like they do with their Hot Wheels products, because this one is quite shabby in terms of paint. Look at that. Thin around the mirror there. Detailing's good. Look at that. Fully detailed back and front. But the paint job on this particular vehicle, not that great. And then this purple version, which is the moving parts version, the difference being, the tires aren't rubber, they're just regular wheels from the Matchbox lines. And you can see how different the color of the door is again. And once again, quality not that great. Look at that big chip. It's not even a chip, it's sort of a dent in the paint. Seems like a bit of silver paint on there. It's not a chip there. None of these are being played with. These are straight out of the package. They've been in my display the whole time. Once again, nice vehicle. Too bad the doors are such a different color. And then this was the first of the moving parts, and those are a bit tight to close actually. This one, yeah, look at that. Once again, totally different color from the rest of the vehicle. Paint job on this one is much better than the previous two. It's a metallic gray, dark gray I'd say. And this is the original version. This one I did get from a charity store, so it's probably being played with. It's from the 65th anniversary year, 5 years ago. Sorry, 10 years ago. I think they're celebrating 75 years. Sorry, 70 years, so 5 years ago. Paint job's much better. Once again, you can see the difference in the color. The body seems to be a blue metallic color, and this one's just a plastic, and there's no metallic on that paint. Oh, this one does have a little chip there. But once again, not a bad casting. I just wish they would make the doors the same color as the rest of the car. All right, next we're going to have a look at this spectacular Land Rover Defender 90 in black and white with some gray livery on it, white hood, or white roof I should say. Nice Land Rover symbol at the back. And this one's quite old. It's, when is it from? 2006, so almost 20 years ago. It's been in my collection for a while. I just thought it's time to open it. I mean, I'd like to keep these things all packaged up and pretty, but honestly, I just don't have the space to keep them in these bulky packages that Matchbox continues to produce its vehicles in. So this one's limited edition, one of up to 15,500. So not necessarily 15,500. It could be less than 15,500. It's an interesting way of saying it. Limited edition, one of up to 15,500. All right, let's open that up, and then we'll also have a look at this. Found this recently at a diecast show. This is the 1976 International Scout 4x4, so licensed vehicle. Not the prettiest casting. I do have different versions of it. Didn't pull them. Okay, I'm going to open both of these up and we'll have a look at them. This one's from 2012. I didn't realize that casting was that old. All right, let's start off by looking at the International Scout from the 60th anniversary year. From 10 years ago, we just celebrated the 70th anniversary in 2023. International Scout 4x4 in this wonderful white livery. Look at the detailing. I do have a few, I don't necessarily look to collect this particular version, but I do have quite a few of them. They seem to appear in 5 and 9 packs more often than I would like. But this one, I have to say, is fully detailed. It says Go Dirt. And this is probably the nicest version of it that I own. Sounds really, really nice. Cool. All right, next we're going to look at the Land Rover Defender 90. 1987, made in Thailand. This one's got, see, it feels like metal, but sounds like plastic. I'm pretty sure it's a plastic base. Defender 90, nice gray stripe across it, beautiful black, fully detailed front, sides and back. Look at that. Tow hook, all the bells and whistles. And I pulled out a few of them to compare it to from my collection, and there some of them are. But before we do that, I'm going to show you another version that I have 2 of these. So I'm going to crack this one open. This one's from the Land Rover series from a few years ago. Don't think I've opened it. So we're going to open this. This one's from 2016, and there's that series. I do have all those vehicles. I just happen to have 2 of these, so I'm going to open it. This one says Payne and Sons Construction, and I think we've seen that in another vehicle as well, that livery. But anyways, let's open that up as well, and then have a look at all these Land Rover 90s very, very quickly. All right, so here it is. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just going to give it a quick whirl around, and you guys, so no detailing at the front, just the side livery, which is what we would expect from a Mainline. This one is a Walmart exclusive, so not easy to find. Pretty sure this is from a 5-pack. It did come with a trailer, a matching trailer. This one definitely does. Not sure if it's a plastic or metal base. Feels like metal, sounds like plastic. Red Valley Camp tow hook. This one's a bit older, definitely a metal base. This one's made in Macau. Land Rover at the front, no details again, the front or the back. Another one that's older, metal base, again made in Macau. Not easy to find these made in Macau models. The rest of these, for the most part, are out of 5 packs or 9 packs. This one's made in China, so quite old. Some sort of pizza delivery, I guess. Hyena Trail, once again another 5 pack. Made in China, so fairly old. Not sure what that says. Pretty sure it's out of 5 pack, but made in Thailand, so newer than the Chinese versions. None of them, other than the one we opened today, has a detailed front or back. And you can see how nice they look once they are fully detailed. Once again, this one's out of a 5 pack. This one's an Archaeologist. See the mud on there. Would have been nice to have it detailed. This is more recent, Polizzi. It's a German police force. Fabwurmgas. Not sure what that means. And then finally, I think this one's out of a 5 pack as well. So I've got quite a few of them. I still think I have more to open in my collection that I haven't, but it's getting to be a nice little selection there. All right, so I got a handful of mainlines that I want to go through, but I do want to spend a bit of time on this Target exclusive Mercedes 123 wagon, 1980 Mercedes-Benz W123 wagon. So this is the Target exclusive, and it's orange. And I finally got a second version of this vehicle, and I'm going to open it. But before I do that, I want to show you these two. These are the vehicles that came out of the 9-pack in 2023. And you can see they're fairly similar. They were made in which week is this? SO5, so week 5 of 2023. And this one was made in SO1, so week 1 of 2023. I wouldn't say they're exactly the same color, but they're very, very close. One's a little bit darker than the other. And now, I'm going to show you this Target exclusive version in the package. And you can see that they're completely different colors. One is more substantive orange, and the others are definitely more of a pastel-y orange. So I'm going to open this as well, and then we'll have a closer look up, but let's just look at them. So let's just have a quick look. This is N19, so from a few years ago. And you can see the rest of the vehicles from that set. This was not an easy set to put together. It's from 2020, the license. I'm going to open this up and let's do a comparison. But before we do that, I want to show you one of my absolutely favorite Mercedes-Benz castings. Look at that. This is a Hot Wheels vehicle. It's from a recent, I think it was a Car Culture premium set. But look at this vehicle. It's just absolutely beautiful. (1972) Mercedes-Benz 280 SEL 4.5. Look at that. Look at the wheels. Deep dish. Lowered. Just fantastic. Look at the detailing on this. This, my friends, has to be one of my all-time favorite castings from any die-cast manufacturer. This is just a beauty. I'm really sorry that I only have 2 of them. I have this and one more that's in its package, but that is just an absolutely fascinating model. Look at that. Who wouldn't be proud to drive that? All right, let's open this up and compare it. Sorry. So there it is, guys. In terms of color, you can see the difference. Like, interior is a different color. The vehicle itself is a different color. So if you want to be like me and have every single version of particular vehicle, then you're going to have to try and find these two. Not easy. Not easy. This one in particular was quite difficult, and the only way you're getting that is if you buy the 9-pack. Those 9-packs are expensive. They're over $20 plus tax in Canada. For the most part, I've stopped buying them. This one's a beauty. Look at this. Beautiful orange. I love my wagons, and I definitely like my Mercedes wagons, I think. I grew up around these. This one's fully detailed. It's just absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to have a look to see if there's any difference in the decals between the two. ORG, WGN. Oh, look at that. Different number plates as well. So well done, Matchbox. Completely different vehicle. Love it. All right. Enough of my love affair with the Mercedes-Benz. All right, so with the rest of these Mainlines, we're going to look at several of them, and then I'll just open them up and we'll have a quick look at them again. So this one is a Corvette from one of my least favorite eras of Matchbox. This is the Hero City era. There were some nice models, but generally they were just garbage. 2002 Corvette convertible. So we'll open that in a second. I like this casting. I had a few of them as a kid. It's quite an old vehicle. It's, this is towards the end, 1993. So I'd almost given up collecting when these came out, but I did have one or two in my collection. This one says Champion, Goodyear, some nice sponsors on there. I'm going to be happy to open that. And then I think this is the vehicle that I did have as a kid, if memory serves me well. So which year is this from? 1983. Yeah, so this is more in line with the era of vehicle that fits with when I played with these as a child. Beautiful. I'm just so happy to open it and have a look at it. This is a made in Macau. MB66 Sober Group C Racer. I'm gonna open that. I'm gonna open this taxi. A lot of people don't like this, but I quite like it. I got it for a song at a diecast show in Vancouver recently. The MBX 2012 collection, Austin FX London Taxi. Look at that, beautiful. And this one is from 2012. And since we're on the London theme, let's open a London bus. This one says Union Jack Tours. I've seen this casting before, but always good to open them. This one's from 2001. And then we have a double-decker, sticking to the same two, Route Master bus. This is the same version that Matchbox did its first RLC in. Happy to open that as well. This one's quite old. It's from 2007. And then just to keep going, this is a Formula Racer. It's not a licensed vehicle, it's just a fantasy car, and it is from 1995, so quite old. And then there's this hauler. Not sure what it's called. Let's see, what is it called? It's called the MBX Flatbed King. We've seen this in gray already, like full gray. Opened it. It's not licensed, but I finally found one. I like opening these up because you can display a car on that, and it doesn't take up any additional spots. So we've got this Matchbox. What's it called? A scrapper? SCPRX is what it's called. I've got a few of these. We've looked at them recently, so I'm not going to pull them all out, but I love this casting. I'm going to keep continuing to collect it, and we're going to open that up. All right, let's just open those up, and then after that we'll have a look at the last. So I've opened all of those up, and we're going to have a quick look at them. This here is the Corvette convertible. It's like a 2000, so fairly recent. Not anymore, I guess, 23 years old. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the livery. Sadly, no detailing at the front or the back. Here's that F1 racer, the MB. Look at the detailing. It's really nice, actually. Goodyear tires. Not licensed. Formula One. And then there's that truck, and I put the MR2 at the back, and as you can see the moving part on it. It's quite nice for a mainline. And then here is that double-decker bus, which they call the London bus. And then there's the older double-decker, the Route Master double-decker in blue. This one's really, really nice and quite expensive, actually. Quite a difficult one to find. Quite old as well. And then these have the old suspension. This one not as much, but this one's definitely got some good suspension. The taxi, London cab, London taxi. Got some good weight to it, I have to say. Good detailing, look at that. Just looks just like the real thing. Of course, there's that. We've already looked at it. All right, so let's look at the last few vehicles and call it a day. Give me a second while I prepare. All right, so quickly going to go through this again. This is the Baja Bullet. Pretty sure it's not licensed. From 2010. Not one of that I really collect. This one I have seen it online, but never seen it in person. Found it at a diecast diecast show last month, and was happy to take it off the vendor's hands for $1. This one is the Nissan Titan Warrior concept. Not sure if there's any other versions of this, but this looks just like an absolute beauty. Can't wait to open it. All right, I'll open that. And sorry, so that is from 2017, I think, 2018. This Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. Been waiting for this for a while. Finally got one at a reasonable price, so I'm going to open that. We've seen this in a few different colors, guys. Haven't opened any of them, but we have seen them in different shows. 2016. And then, of course, the Isuzu Rodeo. Seen this casting as well before. This one's from 2000. This one's a brand new one. I missed it the first time I went. This is from a recent case. I just found it, so I'm just going to open it up. I can't remember exactly which case it's from. We haven't seen it before, this particular color. We've seen it in other colors like green and red, I think. The 2019 Subaru Forester from 2023. Not sure why, but it was quite difficult to find. I didn't realize I was even missing it until I happened to see it on the pegs, and there's only one. King Toe, another casting that I collect. I'm going to be happy to open it. It's from 2000. Another fantasy casting, but this is actually quite a nice casting. It's called the Road Tripper. Looks somewhat badass. That's from 2013. But before I open those, I would just want to show you this casting. This is the 1974 Ranchero. There's a gentleman that did a custom at one of the diecast shows that I was at, and I bought it off of him, but look how good it is. So he changed the wheels up. They're rubber wheels, definitely oversized. It's sort of a Spectra Flame lime green to it. And then look at the detailing on the front. Sadly, he put the car back in the vehicle, in the packaging the wrong way, but Actually, those are different vehicles. Sorry, I pulled the wrong vehicle, guys. But this one is fantastic. Look at that. Yeah, no, I absolutely love it. And that's his signature. He goes under the name Arson. But look at that. And then I bought another car from him, another vehicle that's a custom. It's a Matchbox custom. So this one is the Nissan Hardbody. Look at the detailing. It's also in sort of a Spectra Flame red. Yeah, I'm really getting into these Matchbox customs. They look really, really good. And then you put it back in the original casing. Different set of tires. Yeah, these look amazing. I'm really, really happy to add them to my collection. And they were fairly reasonably priced. All right, so I'm going to open these up and then we'll have a look at them and we'll call it a day. All right, let's have a quick look at the vehicles, guys. I opened them all up. Let's have a look at the tow truck first. This one says Automax. Look at the livery on this, just beautiful. And then this is a moving tow. Look at that, moving part. Really, really nice. Good set of wheels. And someone told me that when it has the sticker on the front, it's a Chase. I'm not really sure. I didn't really collect Matchbox in this particular era. It's a made in China, but fairly well constructed. Nice little car. This is the Road Tripper fantasy vehicle, but good detailing. Look at it. Quite well designed. Good detailing on top. Subaru Forester from this year in black. We've seen this vehicle before. I think it comes out in sort of a baby metallic blue in 2024, so I'm looking forward to adding that as well. Detailed interior, metallic black. Although it does look bluish in this light, doesn't it? Look at that. Maybe it is blue. The metallic flakes are blue on a black vehicle. Look at that. Didn't notice that. It makes it look really, really good in the light. To the naked eye, it looks black, but look at that. It's a fantastic paint job. Yeah, I love this vehicle. I think it looks really, really good. Suzu Rodeo. Remember having one of these as a kid as well. Different color. Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. Difficult one to find, guys. It's a nice casting. You know why they don't do too many of these? It's an extra set of wheels. Extra cost every time they put this in the main line. Look at this, fully detailed. 663 AMG 6x6. No doubt about it. That is a fantastic vehicle. Okay, this is the one that I've been waiting for. Look at that, Nissan Titan. I've got to see if there's any other versions of this because this is an absolute beauty. Nissan Titan Warrior concept. Beauty. Black interior, left-hand drive. And finally, fantasy vehicle, I forget what this is called. Baja Bullet. Nice livery. Ugly vehicle. I bought it, I have it, it's in my collection. That's all I have to say. Anyways, guys, we opened a ton of vehicles today. Hope you enjoyed this stream. If you haven't already liked my videos, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed these videos. I'm going to try and bring more amazing videos to you later this year in December before Christmas. And then I'm going to keep continuing opening up bunches of Matchbox vehicles, both brand new and old school, for you guys to enjoy. Have a fantastic holiday season, and I will see you later this year as well as in the new year.